Hi guys, my name is Brave Tomato and welcome to the next installment of Revisiting the Islands. This time we're at another island that I actually really like, Counterfeit Island. Now, this island is actually the landmark 10th island to ever come out into the game. So, that's awesome in itself. So, let's get started, shall we? Here in the Internet Cafe, you'll find a French-English dictionary because the Counterfeit Island is mostly based around like a French setting, so that's pretty cool. And as you talk around to people, you'll say they'll be talking about a thief, and they say that this person called the Black Widow is out to steal the scream. I guess the Black Widow is probably one of those like well-known thieves or whatever. I don't know how everyone ended up knowing it, but oh well. It's Poptropica, don't question it. So, as we head on our way, thanks to like advanced knowledge beforehand and save some time, I already know what to get. Now, you'll be wondering, why the heck did I just grab a green balloon? Well, it's because as you move along the way, you'll find that there is a boy on the far right of the screen. And he's like crying. Okay, let's see. And this kid is actually the famous balloon boy. And he had grown to be somewhat of a meme within Poptropica's fandom. Is like because he just takes off and is not really like heard about again unless it's for like a random joke or whatever. It's like with the joke basically being, "Yep, he's still flying." So on our way to the left, we find that there is you'll find that this guy is talking about the balloon boy, and it's on the news inside an internet cafe. So this guy who was gaming before and took the break to watch the news, and the balloon boy was technically our fault, but yeah. Okay, so what can I do for you? So he was going to toward the tunnel, but he lost the tickets. So, and I can have one if I find it for him. Well, let's head on our way. Now, you'll be noticing that when I'm on the main street, I've been avoiding the left side of the screen. Well, the reason why is mainly because this is another island that I like to voice act for, and it's probably the character in it is probably my favorite character to voice act because I have a very distinct voice for her, and I'm actually a girl, so I don't have to do some weird deep voice stuff or anything. So this is actually the first dumpster diving thing in Poptropica. Dumpster diving is going to become a very common theme for some reason, whatever. I guess the creators like us digging through like our characters digging through garbage or something? I don't know. Well, anyways, we found the tickets. Okay, great. Let's head on over to the left again. Back into the web cafe. Okay. Left, 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 left. Here we go. Now let's talk to him and actually use the tickets on him. No more are the days of the dialogue box giving away items. So I can have a ticket myself. So let's see. Well, oops. Oh yeah, I have to collect these. Yep, it's another one of those find these and collect these islands. Okay. Okay, now let's jump up, jump up. This is actually the museum of that the main museum that is prominently featured within this island. So here you'll meet the chief inspector of the police, and she is in fact um keeping she's convinced that someone's going to steal Scream. So she's gonna just sit around and watch. Thanks for the offer, but leave this to the professionals. Gee, thanks. Now, before I go do the tour, I know we go to here like already, but I just want to grab something before I totally forget about it. Ugh, come on. Oh, there's one thing. And here's another. Gliss. And I believe there's one more thing, another piece, like, on the top of the museum or something. We'll see when we get there, will we? Shall we? Jump, jump, jump. Okay. Yep, I was right. Okay, that's cool. Now, let's head on over to the right, and let's take that tour now, shall we? Now, as we head on over to the left, here you'll find the underground tunnel. Bonjour! Would you like to take the tour? When you're ready to start the tour, just walk right in. I'm sorry to any of my French audience if I have one for my poor French impersonation, because I'm I do have European blood, but I don't think I have French blood within me. I have to go with like what I've heard about. Okay, so I got another piece of the puzzle. And let's jump up. And and this lady will Ah! How did I end up here? Well, that was a random predicament. So she will continue talking about like the Museum Fantastique, and suddenly Leonardo da Vinci. Psst, come here. And all of a sudden, he'll run into this totally not shady guy. Someone who knows too much. The Scream is going to be stolen. Can I help? Apply for the job at the museum and catch the thief in the act. Okay, but how? Get the job, then meet me back here when night falls. Hurry, your only hope. Now, this guy, this guy, he was actually never given a name. I do have a name for him, but to spare anything that's coming up, I'm going to keep it a secret for now. Let's head on over to the museum and find ourselves a job. Now, this part that's coming up is probably one of my favorite mini games. It's maybe because I like art, but oh well. So here you'll run into the security guard and say that you're interested in applying for the job. So I can go up and speak to the assistant curator. So the curator is actually out on important museum business, so I have to some joker who actually moved a bunch of paintings around. So yeah. 4 paintings have been pasted in the wrong wings, and I have to return them to correct spots. So this is kind of like one of those implied educational elements of Poptropica. Like, this is actually Impressionism. And this isn't like Cubism, this looks more like Expressionism. To be honest, partially, I don't know, like, okay, this looks more realistic. And that's definitely Cubist. To be honest, I don't know the difference between Impressionism and Expressionism. Maybe it's kind of like its own distinct art style, but I definitely know realism and Cubism. Well, let's hand it over and tell him that I'm ready to start my training, and let's head into the forgery detection lab, my favorite part of the island. Maybe my second favorite, but I don't know. So he'll tell me about this place, and it's a forgery detection lab. So they have to determine if art is counterfeit or not. So title drop. Why would someone counterfeit art? So art is worth a lot of money, even fake art. So yeah, this is semi-education as well, because it's talking about like how people like try to find forgeries within artworks. So that's pretty cool. Here they examine artwork for any clues that would show there are forgeries. Okay, so gotta look through these paintings and see the one with a sketch under them. Okay, this is the one with a sketch under it, so blah. I have to see all of them before I can select one. So, painting 2. This painting is over the top of the other one. Magnifying glass. So I have to go over the signatures, and this signature is different from all the others. And this photo is a fake because the moon has stars in it. So I'm gonna end this episode here for now, guys, because I have a feeling this next part will like take a little bit of time because I'm sometimes bad with timing and no, it's not. So I'll see you later, guys, for the next part of this installment of Revisiting the Islands. BT out.